You are not going to ruin my intro. Thank you. Hello people of the web and welcome back to the Lyfcraft server. We're starting off the episode in somewhere a little bit different than normal, namely hell. We're currently sat underneath a wither skeleton farm, or at least a future wither skeleton farm. I'm not entirely sure whether it's finished. It's mostly finished, and it's by Enigma. Now if you don't follow Enigma, please go down to the description and you'll find a link to his channel so you can see what he's been up to. I've just been placing slabs. Very simple job to do, but simple minds, simple jobs. Now I intend to do something else this episode. I just thought I'd do my intro while I'm still here, and it gives me a chance to place just a couple more slabs before I head off. Now the reason to slab all of this area is because every space that we remove from around the farm that things can spawn on means that the chances of them spawning in the wither farm are greater. Oop, that's a full block. Now you've probably seen other people do this with buttons or slabs in the past, or removing all of the netherrack, which would also work. This is just how we've chosen to deal with the problem. Oh. And of course doing this does mean that you're likely to get attacked. I might have just jumped in there and got attacked by like 4 or 5 wither skeletons at once. It was a scary moment. I think things are turned on. Okay, we got a collection of wither skeletons, but this is not working. Dare I mess with the redstone? It flies there. I'm sure I can figure this out. I just need my redstone supplies, which are over there. Yeah, in shot of those places. Great. Please don't shoot, please don't shoot, please don't shoot. Nope, I can't figure it out, and I don't want to break anything, so I'm just going to leave it. While I was looking at one end, trying to figure it out. Nope, not worth it. Enigma can sort it. I've just done some manual harvesting and got 3 wither skeleton skulls. Plus I have another one in here, which is mine. I'm going to offload these and head home. I'm home, safe and sound, and now I've realised that I've got loads of stuff that I need to sort out. Yeah, this needs putting away. It's just occurred to me that I don't need to sort things out. I've just thrown everything into the sorting system and we switch it on. Which means that can sort as long as I leave the chunks loaded. Which gives me a chance to show you what happened in a recent live stream. If my memory serves me correctly, at the end of the last video we had probably about half of the slime farm decorated. And as of the last stream I did, yep, it's entirely finished. All decorated, and I really like it. Now decorating areas like this is not something that I normally do. Well, I often do the decorating, but I don't do the designing. That's Hushbug's responsibility. However, I stepped up to the plate and I did an okay job, which is surprising. Pretty happy with it. No idea what I'm doing for this tunnel. So for now, it's just going to be like this for a while. It'll probably stay like this longer than I'd like to admit. Karis and I have been talking about things, and she's looking to build her mob farm. Now, the design she currently has in mind doesn't drop them far enough that they fall to their death, and so she was planning on using magma blocks to kill the mobs. Unfortunately, that won't work for some mobs, namely witches. So I'm going to do something to help fix that. From what's in my inventory, you should be able to guess that I'm making a wither. Although saying that is probably the title of the video. Ooh, bit of a lag spike. Flying down this tunnel is nice and easy. Oh, went too far, went too far. This, ow, okay. It was looking easy until I did that bit. Ouch. These beds used to have statues next to them. Or, not statues, armor stands with heads on. Now I have no idea whose bed is whose. And, some of this stuff is quite useful and valuable. I think anyone will notice. Num 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 num. Don't tell anyone. Now for my farm, I'm going to need to commandeer one of these end gateways. Now, I don't want to do one on the main island because it might get in the way, and potentially if someone breaks something, we could have a wither on the loose here, which seems like a bad idea to me. So we're going to head out, but I have a feeling that any of the nearby ones, well, they're going to link up to these. So it's probably best that I claim one of these and mark it. But before I claim this one, I best check that it goes to somewhere useful. I'll have one of those, please. And I'll pick that up. Let's see if this is suitable. Wait, this doesn't actually have a portal. That's not very helpful. I thought all of the gateways linked up to gateways. Okay, scrap that plan. I'm really glad I grabbed these potatoes. Nom 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 nom. Basically now I'm just wandering around the end looking for an end gateway. Ideally I'd like one not too far away from 00. I've been flying around much longer than I'd like to admit. But I found one. And where are we from spawn? 2,500 blocks. Now I'm going to be following the wise words of Raiseworks, who is a lovely content creator and very capable Minecrafter. However, playing with withers in survival is quite scary. So I'm a little bit worried that this is going to go wrong. Now the first thing I need to do is get rid of that gateway. Which I think, if I remember correctly, I suppose I should check the tutorial. But, that seems like too much work. If I place that... Ooh. I've done that slightly wrong. Not majorly wrong, just slightly. Also popping chorus fruit. What we want to do is place it from the side, and then it'll be facing the right way. So, like that. And then... Auto-log... not auto-log, shift-click water. That gets rid of the portal. Perfect. Now, I think I've done my redstone underneath for... Yeah, that looks right. I'll explain what I'm doing. So, if I activate that and then retract it, the idea is that a wither boss will be sitting in this space, and unfortunately if he hasn't got a target in mind, he will just shoot out wither skulls in random directions, which we don't want to have. And this pushes the block into where the hitbox will be, therefore nullifying his block breaking thing, I think. Oh, I really don't sound sure of what I'm doing, do I? Now, because I don't trust this to go well, I'm not going to leave these things lying around in case he gets loose and starts breaking them. Oh, I need iron blocks, though. Damn. Iron blocks, also known as scaffolding. That means that I can pillar up here and do what I need to do, I think. I'm now terrified. 1, 2. Now I think I need to place this, put the water there, and then run. What? Why didn't that work? Found out the problem. You need to have air spaces either side of where his feet are. Feet? Whatever the bottom block is. Did I just stare at him? Nope, I'm okay. Which means I need to point him out this way. Which does make placing the heads a little bit more of a tricky thing to do. Take 2. Heads, water, piston. This couldn't possibly go wrong. I'm terrified, terrified, terrified. Where's the... Bang. There we go. Ah! Oh no, he's not. They're not after me. We're okay. We're okay. I think. Maybe I should kill these? No, these Endermen are harming themselves trying to get to the Wither with the water. Should be okay. I think. No! Oh. Does that mean the Endermen have lost interest in him as well? Oh, that's really terrifying. I did forget a name tag. Okay, he seems secure. Now I need to build the farm, which I'm going to try and do on stream. And so the next clip will, in theory, be a completed Wither Rose farm where everything works perfectly. Maybe. And one stream later, we're in the end on my alt account, which means I have access to camera moves. And this Wither is nicely contained. He has a name now, just so if anyone flies by, they know what that Wither is doing here. Because, well, having Wither at the top of someone's screen as they fly by could be a little bit concerning. Now, the tube is all built up, and a platform is in place. And Endermite is in a minecart in the middle. So Endermen spawn up here, try to get to the Endermite, fall down, go down to about half a heart, and then basically get killed by the Wither, dropping Wither Roses. And in fact, I should have some in here. I ran it for a little while, not very long, just a little while, to check that it worked. And it seems promising. It did take me 4 attempts, though, to get the Endermite. Because, yeah, I derped a few times. If you want to see that, be sure to check out my second channel where the VOD is from the live stream. I'm going to attempt to log on to my main account. Jump down. Land and turn the machine on. Oh, before I turn the machine on, it would make sense if I had some Enderman for it to fire at. So let's shoot myself up into the sky so mobs can spawn on the platform. I say mobs, Endermen can spawn on the platform. They should fall down in a moment. Yep, there they are. So I'll let the number build up a little bit. And of course, once there's a reasonable number, we can drop down and turn the machine on. Say machine. Enable the Wither to kill things. Just going to change my view slightly. Let's come over here. And so you should be able to see them getting killed. And Wither Rose is dropping, hopefully. On. Well, that definitely seems to work. And now as I'm standing at my AFK spot, I can take control of my camera account. You can see this churns through Enderman quite happily. I mean, each time one gets killed, they should, in theory, drop a rose that gets picked up by the minecart and dropped off in the chest. We, of course, do get plenty of ender pearls from this, but I can probably find a way to filter these out. But at some point, I'll build a storage area for it. It's working nicely, I'd say. Now, there are a few areas around here where Endermen are spawning. And, of course, every Enderman that's down here means that there's fewer spawning on the platform. And if you ever get to the point where there aren't any Endermen in this tube, then you have an issue. Because the Wither will just start shooting out blue heads in random directions, breaking things. Although it seems pretty unlikely at the moment that we're going to run out. I still would like to waterlog that little bit over there and just this stretch here, because obviously we're close enough with my account that's sitting on top of the glass platform up there that these guys are spawning. So for safety reasons, just want to waterlog this area. Oh, and that bit. Well, somehow while I was AFK, my minecart that had the endermite on top of this iron bar ended up at the bottom of the drop, and I have no idea how. So what I'm going to do is try and spawn another one. I have one name tag left. Spawn one. Right, immortal ender. Right, will it get in the minecart? It does get in the minecart. Perfect. Ouch. Ouch. Do that. Now I've got a roof above my head and a lot of angry endermen right now. If I place a block there. There. I think I can do this. I hope I can do. Oh, actually, let's break that. No, I didn't mean to look at you. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. That. Or then I don't know if I can push this minecart because I'm going to get hit back as soon as I do. Oh, come on. No fair. Oh, we're in. We're in. Right, all fixed, hopefully. I'm going to fly to the AFK spot. Allow endermen to spawn and all jump down that hole. Hopefully they don't knock the endermite off. I mean, he's stationary currently. And now there's a reasonable amount. Let's go down the bottom, turn it on, and I can run this for a bit. And yes, you may have noticed that the platform above is now fully made out of iron blocks. Tied it up. So I'm going to semi-AFK? Well, watch this on one screen whilst drinking a cup of tea and watching a YouTube video on the other. Oh, I was going to say there's no enderman spawning. Also, there shouldn't be any endermen standing around because the water's been extended. Looking good. While watching this, I've seen that minecart get nudged twice. I might have to raise it up a block. I think I can do that with a piston? Maybe? Luckily for me, while I'm up here, nothing should spawn. So if I close these trapdoors, I can then just do one more, then a piston, and an iron block. I really hope this works. Redstone block, that'll do. There. I mean, it's higher now. If that's not out of reach of the enderman, I don't know what is. The iron block, open the trapdoors, and resume AFK. A little AFKing later, and the farm hasn't broken itself, but I have with the roses, which are coming home with me. The other reason for ending it is because my elytra's getting a little bit low, and so I kind of want to retire before I forget that my elytra needs mending. I was going to say repairing, mix it up with mending, and nearly got repending. I was not expecting to find this. An unrated end city, basically on the way home. I mean, I have space for shulker shells. Cleared the city, and the funny thing is, not only did I gain 41 shulker shells, I must have dropped one somewhere. Oops. But my elytra's slightly bended. Now it's time to head home. And let's try and head in the right direction this time, which is not the way. This way to 01, this way. Okay. Now I know my way. Now, one of the most important things to do when you've gained a new resource is to make it profitable. So what I'm going to do is put down shulker there. Let's take out these diamond bits of armor that I picked up from the end. Top it up with a few more wither roses. And set our prices. There. Simple enough. I think that seems reasonable. 2 diamonds a stack. And I just need to tell everyone on the Discord that we now have wither roses for sale. Wow, I just got back to the base and noticed we now have a 4th light on for gunpowder. That's quite a lot of storage for gunpowder here. And we're getting to the point where if that fills up, we'll get gunpowder going into my overflow chests. Might have to work on an overflow protection soon. Wasn't expecting to need to do that. But the mob farm, it's definitely efficient. As is often the case, I'm wrapping up the episode in the storage area where I've got things to sort out, and of course a souvenir to put in the chest. Barrel. Eventually I'll stop calling it a chest. As always, if you're enjoying the series and enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below as it really does help. Subscribe if you're new, and I hope to see you back here next time for another Lyfcraft video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.